Alright, hi everybody. Yeah, I got a cough. Who cares? Anyway, Bonka 2 here. It's gonna be a review. Unbreakable Machine Doll. Whoa. Awesome episode. Awesome episode. FYI, what happened in this episode, I did not know about. And you would think, because I didn't see. Because this is the light novel translation, but even though it's the light novel translation and obviously the manga part is similar. What happened in this episode, I did not know about at all. So, I want to mention before I get into this review, put up what I bought at Comic-Con on my wall. And I recorded what I bought. It's 4 things. Get some popcorn, people, when I do that video, when I put it up. Because it's, oh man. Gonna have to call the monster hunters, because everyone's gonna be green monsters all around, green with envy for what I have to show there. But that's another thing. Unbreakable Machine Doll, episode 3. Whoa, this was fucked up. To be perfectly honest, this was fucked up. What happened in this episode? The only thing I have to say is this. Yuki Kaji is now a villain. I was like, what? Yeah. But let's get into this episode. Beginning part, we get left off where we left off last week. This is Machine Doll, Breakable Machine Doll, episode 3. Cannibal Candy, part 3. Let's make sure on that. Let's go and make sure, just in case. Yeah. Facing Cannibal Candy 3. Now, in this episode, beginning part, they come back, Charlotte, and, raishin. They come back from their date, and, he's freaking out, he's running, raishin, because he thinks the one that Cannibal Candy attacked was Yaya. And he was really like, oh, he's even picturing, Yaya with her heart out and shit. And I was like, oh shit. And they go to the scene. It's not her. Somebody else. And we have this kind of interesting situation happening. Felix sees Raishin, and he goes to him and he shows him where, the doll and everything. And Raishin tells him, oh, this was the doll I fought yesterday. So on and so forth. And then there's this one scene with Felix. And Felix confronts Charlotte and says mean shit to her. Saying, oh, I know you've chosen Raishin over me and everything. And all that jazz. And she's like, oh, she's upset and she runs away. And Raishin's like, grabs Felix, why did you do that? And saying that, basically I'm trying to protect her. I'm trying to make sure her life gets in danger and everything. So on and so forth. So after that, he goes back to his house, his dorm, where Yaya's there. And, she's acting kind of weird. Very strange. She's like saying that, oh, she made food for him, and there's nothing there. I found that very strange. Nothing there. Made food for him. Nothing's there. Nothing. It's all blank. There's no food there. And she's all in daze, and then he's hugging her, and he realizes that she's kind of upset. I like the fact that every time she cries, there are like these diamond beads come out of her as tears. I find it very fascinating. So he hugs her and he gives her these boots and everything because her sandals are messed up, are broken, and he gets a phone call from the one who's part of the disciplinary committee with Felix, and this bitch, fuck her, just fuck her. That's all I have to say about her. Fuck her. I hope she gets run over by a truck. Hey, I go ham. I go ham. So he's asking her about what's going on with Charlotte. She actually calls him to inform him that Charlotte's not there, that she hasn't returned to her dorm, and all that other stuff. And he realizes this, and she makes a funny joke about him going out with her and relationships and all that jazz. Then he goes to the door. They're about to go leave, and he bumps into this girl, this woman, with really big boobs. It's Shoko. Shoko is pretty much, I guess she's the person that gave Raishin Yaya. That's who she is. And she's basically the one that helped them become, well, to some sort of extent, a professional puppeteer. And she's there, and her puppet is there too. And they have a long conversation, pretty much, on certain things. And she apparently, what she does is she unbounds Yaya, which I'm guessing she released her power. I didn't really understood that scene. Basically, put her hand on her chest and just released her power. And she basically told Raishin to be careful with the cannibal candy, because even though Yaya is very powerful, she's weak towards water and wind. That comes in later. But the reveal of who Cannibal Candy is with that proclamation. Ah. So, he basically tells him that, and he just informs her that I'm still going to go after him, because he's basically describing Charlotte and this whole situation. So, we then get a flashback of Raishin when his family was killed off, I guess you could say, his siblings and everything, and Shoko confronted him and told him, about herself and about Yaya, because Yaya was there. She's showing her ass and everything and stuff, saying who she was. He knew who she was, and this was like the meeting of she gave Yaya to him to go on this campaign of revenge on that masked guy. And she mentions a good quote to her puppet. An interesting quote, saying that Raishin's going to resent me when he finds out the truth about what happened. Now, that's later on, and I guess later on we'll find out what that is. After that scene, we got Raishin bumping into the one from the disciplinary committee, who's with Felix. And he stops her. He wants to find out what's going on, where's Charlotte. And she informs him about the situation that apparently at her dorm, they found containers of Eve hearts, which Eve hearts are basically, and I should have mentioned this sooner, they're the hearts of the dolls, pretty much. Yeah. So he goes with her. She asks him to leave Yaya outside to go into this locker room, this area where they keep dolls, supposedly. And at one point, they stop at this door, and she's going to open it with this key. And he thinks about the last time they talked, And he realized, oh shit, I should have put this together more sooner. He realizes something was up. So he grabs the key from her, goes into another room, opens the door. Excuse me. And one of the, I guess these these rooms, they have these levers, and all these levers open up a container. And this container contained one of the dolls that was destroyed, that was killed. And he reveals it, and then she shows up out of nowhere, hits him, and he reveals to her, saying, oh, you're a banned doll. And she kicks him in the ribs. And I'm like, you bitch. You son of a bitch. And then a bunch of guys show up in suits and everything. And she informs them, oh, he's a co-conspirator to Cannibal Candy and arrest his doll. That's pretty much what happened there. Then, after that situation, we go from that to what's going on with Charlotte and Sigmund. Mr. Kyrie, can't even use that voice actor. Basically, they show up and they encounter a doll that they believe to be Cannibal Candy. They attack it. It's not Cannibal Candy. It's actually a doll that Felix was using to lure Cannibal Candy. And because he lured Charlotte, he says, oh, you must be Cannibal Candy, And then they all corner her and shit, and it's like, holy shit, what's going on here? And and then we go, and then we have that the reveal shows up later. After that, we have what's going on back to where he is raishin. And we see that the instructor's there, the advisor. She realizes that he has broken ribs and she's damaged. And then she starts to move. Out of nowhere, Yaya just explodes. Like, everyone just gets this just red light of death coming off on her. And I was like, whoa. Holy shit. That was badass. And we just see this huge light from just... And that's when everyone leaves. The men, they leave. He gets Felix his own Omnitron to come in to fight for him. And we notice it has some certain properties. And he starts fighting. He starts talking then, when everyone leaves, to Charlotte. And she asks him, you really think I'm Cannibal Candy? And he reveals, dun dun dun, that his is water, and that he is Cannibal Candy. And he's acting like a bitch. And he shoots an icicle at her. Sigmund gets in the way. This starts into a fight. He throws another icicle at her. Boom, Yaya shows up. And so does raishin. And he's pissed. Raishin's pissed. This obviously is going to result in him fighting Felix. And that's what basically happened. I was like, damn. And Felix was acting like a douche. FYI, him and that one who works with him, listen, go get hit by a truck. That's all I have to say. Because you know what? She was a bitch. She's a bitch. And she's a banned doll. That girl. Yeah. So I say, go get a truck, smash her head in, and crush it. So raishin's going to use Yaya to fight Felix. Which is kind of stupid. I'm like, how fucking stupid is Felix? Really? I'm sorry, but it's just so stupid. He was the one who wanted raishin to help him about the cannibal candy thing. And he was... And basically, the whole bit was that he was going to have it where raishin was going to fight Charlotte and defeat her. But he started putting his nose deeper in, and that's basically what happened. Overall, this gets a 5 out of 5. I am very looking forward to this fight. I hope raishin just smashes Felix's head into the fucking ground. No offense to guy who does Aaron, but you're going down, bitch! I look forward to this. Yeah, and basically, yeah, his automaton is water, which, remember what I told you in the beginning of the review, the whole bit on weaknesses of... Exactly. So this is going to be a hard fight because Yaya can't get attacked. If she gets attacked by a huge attack from this automaton, which has water, it's gonna hurt her very much. So could even kill her. So they gotta be really fucking careful here. So overall, 5 out of 5. Like I said, I did not expect it to be Felix. Yes, I did not expect it to be Felix. I'm really shocked it's him. Have no more words to say. Oh man, this is gonna be an awesome fight. raishin, go kick this blonde bitch's ass. Yeah. Tell him to go with Felix the cat. Yeah. Hey, I don't care. He's a dumb blonde pretty boy bitch and needs to be put in his place. He's Cannibal Candy. He's gonna get his ass handed to him. And here's another thing. I just thought of it this, and I'm not sure of this, but if he defeats Felix, doesn't that qualify him for the festival? Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Yo, Felix, you're dead. You're dead meat. You're going down. You're going down. Yes, sirree. You're going down. See ya.